Well, we have got some exciting news from WFL for you, but it's not for me to give you the news, it is for Steve too. But look at the components that you bring to the show and MACH. They are always standout pieces, aren't they?
It's good to show off, and I always like to show off. But what we try to do here, Lyndsey, is just show off our machine's capabilities. This is a big component, as you say, but by far nowhere near the biggest component we do. This is in a smaller range. We do 12.5 meters, 2 meters swing. But what we try to do here is show the features that can be produced on a WFL, the key features. But if we come round the machine, around the component just a little bit, one of the strengths of WFL is our internal machining capabilities, and it's something we're developing. Internal machining is becoming more relevant and more prevalent in production today, and we're good at it. What we do, we're great at it, but we're going to get better at it. We are coming up with new solutions all the time.
There's some exciting news that I want to, well, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to let Steve tell you, but afterwards we're going to go meet someone and I'm going to come back and talk to you about some of the latest machines that you're bringing to market too.
Yeah, but one of the things that I think is really important is that WFL have had a long relationship, particularly in the UK, with MTDCNC. And MTDCNC have a type of machine and we have a type of machine. There's no product overlap at all. And we thought that it would be good to sit together as a partner and offer our customers more than just WFL, offer our customers more than just MTDCNC, just offer it combined. We do have joint customers already in the UK, and we're working globally on joint projects in really demanding industries that require partnerships to help deliver those solutions.
So they're a partner to you?
Yes, we see it as a partner rather than we're an agent or we're just two companies working together. It's a partnership,
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on in industry at the moment? What's the goss?
What's the...
the gossip.
I don't know what the gossip is, but the gossip is, I mean, we have bad news, we have good news, but the point is to be back at MACH 2026. We do this every 2 years, but I love it. I've never changed. As I've got older, I get more excited. I like learning the new industries. It's great for our industry, it's great for Mitsui, it's great for WFL, but it's great for all of us around here that we're all back here again showcasing our skills.
And off camera you said to me, there's more of a demand for larger components now.
It is, because there's weaknesses if you bolt components together, if you weld components together, but it's not this year or last year, it's been going on for decades. But the reason we've never been able to make complete components is because we didn't have the machine platforms to do it. But as we've developed with casting programs in different facilities, we can cast larger beds, we can make larger ball screws, we can make larger weights, and we can make larger guarding. So now we're up to the point where we're delivering machines to produce components that are 12.5 meters long, 2 meters swing, weigh 12.5 metric tons. These are big machines, big components going into even bigger products at the end.
Okay, this is very, very impressive, and I'm going to find out more from you about your machines a little bit later. But can we walk over to Dan now?
Of course we can.
Meet the man.
Another important member.
Another important gentleman. So what are you hoping to achieve with this relationship, Steve?
Again, as I said, the partnership, customers need support, and from a service point of view, from an applications point of view, what we've noticed in industry, it's not just in the UK, it's around, is that customers have lost capacity, engineering capability. And a lot of these components that we produce and Mitsui produce are really, really complex. But we have the skill sets, both at Mitsui and at WFL, to be able to assist our companies in reaching the objectives of their production.
Fantastic. Right, let's pass the baton over to Dan now, but we will be back. Dan, lovely to meet you.
Hello, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, okay, so could you just give everyone an overview of MTDCNC then? What machines are you producing?
Sure. MTDCNC is a Japanese machine tool. We've been in business since 1928, so coming up on 100 years. We make 4 and 5 axes machining centers, as well as thread grinders, jig borers, and jig grinders.
And horizontal machines.
And horizontals, yes.
Yeah. Only because I was reading the brochure over it.
Vertical and horizontal, yes, sorry.
Yeah. And where would you say that you stand out from the crowd as well?
We're known for our reliability, our accuracy, and our repeatability. Like Steve mentioned, in our market, ultra high precision, kind of at the top of the pyramid relative to ultra high precision sub-micron type tolerance work.
And industries-wise, which industries are you working with and why?
Primarily aerospace and defense,
Okay.
but we do serve others as well. But aerospace and defense is our primary market.
And projects-wise, you probably won't be able to say the names of the companies,
Right.
but I've been told that you've worked on some really major projects here in the UK.
We have, yeah. We've been in the UK for a while. In fact, with Steve, we installed one of the largest, which at that time was the largest FMS in the world, right here in the UK. So, been here for a while. A lot of specialized projects. Again, ultra high precision. A lot of defense work. A lot of ultra high precision tolerance work for aerospace. But we're doing multiple projects together now with the WFL relationship in the US.
And what's your role?
I'm the president and CEO of MSA, which is Mitsui Seiki America.
So you're over in the US and you're kind of expanding, but there's quite a few headquarters. Well, you've got the headquarters in Japan, but there's quite a lot of facilities across Europe too. Is that right?
Yeah, we have a representation in Paris. Obviously, Steve here represents us in the UK. Some localized service in broader Europe. And then in the United States, our headquarters is in New Jersey. And then we've got service and support, engineering support throughout the United States and Canada.
And Canada too.
Yes.
And Steve was saying about support and service. That's so important. So what is it that you bring to the table?
Our relationship with WFL allows us to have the service, not just the service, but also the engineering support here more locally. Mitsui Seiki brings the reliability, certainly the accuracy and the repeatability to the table. That FMS that I mentioned before is still running and active 20 years later with
Nice.
130,000 hours on those machines, still running strong and holding tolerance like the day they were installed. So reliability, I think, is probably a key factor in anybody's decision around capital equipment.
Fabulous. And one more question to you. We're at MACH. We're here in the UK. Do you like being over here?
Oh, I love being over in the UK.
He's not going to
one
say
of my
no,
favorite
is
places.
he?
Right. Yeah, love it. Love the UK.
You enjoy it,
Yes,
yeah.
we're having a great time.
Do we do things differently in any way? Have you noticed that, or is it quite similar to the US? I'm just being nosy now. I'm just being nosy.
I think, certainly forward thinking, aesthetically, modern, but very friendly people over here.
We'll take that. We'll
Yeah.
take that. Especially with Steve here
Especially
as well.
with
He's
Steve.
got a big smile on his face as well. Dan, thank you so much for
Pleasure.
your time, and I look forward to getting yourselves more on camera and people recognising and knowing more about your brand going forward.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
No, thank you. I'll take your microphone and I'll pass the baton over to this gentleman as well. So, Steve, he was great.
Hello again.
Yeah, hello. Right, so, Steve, new machines from WFL.
Wow. As you know, Linz, all we do at WFL is mill-turn machines.
Yeah.
That are either that big or that big. But what we need to do as we develop is that our customers' product mix is changing, so we try to evaluate the right machine tool type, because cost is often an issue. So sometimes the gap between the machine the customer needs and the machine they have to buy can be too big. So we try and bridge that gap to help manage the investment cost. So recently we had a machine, the M65, and the M65 was a very good machine, but quite often the customer had to move to an M80
Yes.
to be able to satisfy
see.
their production requirements.
Yeah, and that denotes the swing on the size of the
It
machine.
is, yeah. So
okay.
again, the size of
Yeah.
so if a customer's looking to evaluate the type of machine they would need, then they look at the model of the machine, M80, 800 swing, M70, 700 swing.
Yes, okay.
So that's where we're going. And then, but what we did, we brought out the M70, and the M70 helps bridge that gap
Mm-hmm.
between the M50, the M60, and then the M80, and it will. We believe it's going to fill a requirement that our customers has at this moment in time. But again, we develop it as the products develop, as they get bigger, they get smaller, they get wider, they get different materials. We adapt our products to best serve the customer. But equally, something else, and I tried to elaborate a little bit before, internal machining, of long bores or internal features is becoming more relevant. And we're really good at it. We have a lot of tools, our own tools that we've developed,
Yeah.
but we also use other people's tools to be able to machine and produce these internal features. But it's a part of our business that we're going to put a lot of time investment. And again, going back to what we do best, we do great machines, but our applications team are always looking for ways to develop and be able to give the customer and fill the gaps that the customer may have in terms of their production. But we have a machine that can produce, but we also have the engineering capacity to be able to get our customers up to a production level that they need in a relatively quick time.
I love what you've just said, and you've kind of echoed what you said before, about Mitsubishi, about partnerships, and you're doing that with your customers as well. And I think that's what you're trying to say. It's a partnership.
Anyone who knows me knows that I work on partnerships. Yes, you can buy our machine, but it's how we support you post the machine.
Yeah.
A lot of our machines are bought with turnkey, which is the application side of it, but it's what we do after it. We help you fine-tune it. We work really hard on offering the best service packages to our customers, and it is. We want to sell you machine 1, but we also want to sell you machine 2 and 3, and that comes with the support we offer post-machine sale.
Okay, where would you say then, just to kind of finish off, where are WFL in 2026? What are you doing well? What are you looking forward to?
Wow.
Sorry, that was a heavy question.
It is a heavy question, and what I'm looking forward to. We have a reputation for different sectors: oil and gas, aerospace, energy, but it's evolving. And again, as different industries change their requirements, we're evolving to meet those requirements. Automation. We have an automation section, and some of the automation solutions we're now offering our customers are so elaborate, so advanced, that we're not. Yeah, but going back, that's a really good question, because I failed to cover it. We're a machine tool company. We offer great application, we offer great service support, but we also offer great automated solutions beyond the machine.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm just just listening to it all, and I just think, you know what, you're learning as much as your customer is, and you want to go forward.
Yeah, but that's it. We can't sit still, can we? And again, we've talked about this. Why are we all still here?
Yeah.
If we hadn't evolved, we wouldn't still be here. So we have to evolve, in our this nice little industry. Yeah.
Do you enjoy MACH?
I love it. We do.
Why?
Because
I've got him going now.
No, you have, because it is. It's not. I wouldn't say it's emotional per se, but it's interesting. I love the industry. It's been great to me.
Yeah.
I've been in it for such a long time, and I've worked for different companies, but always at a high level. And it's just, and we're all friends in it together. There's Heimer across the road, there's MACH across to there. Yet we're competitors in inverted commas, but I want them to be successful as I want everyone to be successful.
Yeah.
If we're all successful, then we're doing something right in the UK.
Absolutely. Thank you, Steve. And a nice lasting message there. We're in it together with Steve from WFL. Thanks, Steve.